Good morning, Sudhirji. Good morning, everyone.
Good morning, good morning,
Good morning, everyone.
good morning.
Good morning, Sudhir. Good
Good
morning, everyone.
morning, Ashutosh. Welcome everyone.
Good morning, sir. Good morning, all of you.
Good morning.
Morning, sir. Good morning.
Okay. So, how is everyone? Good. Chalo, can we begin with one good thing or one good thing you're happy about, or one thing you're grateful for? Okay, let's begin with that. Okay. So you can mention anything that you're kind of really happy about. Okay. Or anything that you're really grateful for. Okay. Who would like to get started? Just mention any one thing. Okay.
Okay, I'll start.
Yeah, go ahead, Deepansh.
So I'm grateful that the whole week I could wake up in time for the morning sessions. It's very difficult otherwise, but I think something is shifting. Like थोड़ा सा change जो है behavior में वो तो obvious सा है. So I'm very happy. And today, and I noticed it last week as well. Very excited for SARAS.
Okay.
So thank you very much for this opportunity.
All right. But it might not be what you expected to be today. Okay.
It's okay.
All right.
It's okay.
Okay. Just give
I
me.
was expecting the unexpected anyway.
Okay. Excellent. All right. Welcome. Thank you so much, Deepansh. Can we give Deepansh a big round of applause? Excellent. Very well done. Who next? Who is next? Just go ahead. Open your mic and start speaking. What is that one thing you are really grateful for? Okay. If it is taking so much time to think about, then there is a
I'm grateful. I'm grateful for this course because it's a whole new perspective of to look to study about myself in a whole different perspective, which we have never thought before. So I am very grateful for that.
All right.
And it's a good way to know you better.
Excellent. Very well done. Thank you, Shriram. Can we give Shriram also a big round of applause? Thank you so much. Who is next? Who's next? What are you grateful for? Interesting. Lot of time to be is required to think.
Yes, Sudhir.
Go ahead, Ashutosh.
Yes, I'm grateful happy for without any reason.
Okay, very good. Very good. That is also okay.
Yes, it is coming naturally because seeing a lot of problems. If I will be surrounded with the problems, then I'll be a problematic man. So always it is coming to my mind to be away from not the problem, not the solving, but be happy from inside. So that's why this mood is always with me. So that's why I'm happy. I'm grateful that Almighty has given me that much capacity.
Excellent. Can we give Ashutosh also a big round of applause? Very well done. So those who are just joining in, we are just sharing one thing that we are happy about. And also, this is also kind of a remedy only. Okay, when you share one thing that you are happy about, when you share one thing you are grateful for, okay, it is also kind of a remedy only. Okay, you can do this every day morning. In fact, you can write it also. Okay, there are multiple planets that you are going to activate if you are grateful every day. Okay.
Morning, sir.
सुधीर जी, I am सुधीर जी, I am grateful कि मैं अपने बच्चों को जो है उनकी कुंडली के अकॉर्डिंग उनको बिहेवियर चेंज करने का और उसको एक्सेप्ट करने का बता रही हूँ ताकि वो अपनी लाइफ में किसी भी तरह के जो है ये स्टोन्स और इन चीजों के चक्कर में ना पड़े और अपने बिहेवियर को चेंज करके वो अपने ग्रहों को ठीक कर सके.
Very good, Kiran ji. Can we give Kiran also a big round of applause? Very well done.
Yeah.
Okay. Who else?
Good morning, sir. Geeta.
Good morning, Geeta ji. Go ahead.
Yeah. I am grateful that I am able to get up in time to
Okay.
participate in. Otherwise, I sleep little late and get up also late. But somehow without putting in the alarm, I just told myself I need to get up early for the
SARAS meeting.
SARAS meeting. And literally at 5:45, I was up.
Wow.
So I'm grateful to the God universe that He is helping me to do whatever I want to do. My health, in spite of my health challenges, I am able to attain meetings properly in time. I am grateful for that.
Very good, Geeta ji. Very good. Can we give Geeta ji also a big round of applause? Very well done. Two more people. Can we go ahead?
Good morning, sir. Yogesh here.
Yes, Yogi, go ahead.
Yeah, I'm definitely grateful that a lot of positive changes, in sort of discipline, and also understanding myself, my strengths, my weakness, and that too in a very easy way. So I'm really grateful to uh, be a part of astrology and learning from you. That's it. Thanks.
Excellent, excellent. Can we give Yogi also a big round of applause? Well done, Yogi. Well done. Okay. One more, final person. What are you grateful for? And then we will move ahead. Good morning, Nishari. One more person. Just go ahead, open your mic and share what are you grateful for. All right. It can be any small thing, big thing. It can be anything. Yes, Nishaji, go ahead.
Yeah, I'm grateful that I got this chance that my mom also could learn astrology and that she has a chance in this field also. So, she has a purpose with which she can learn.
All right. Excellent. Very good. Very good. All right. Welcome, everyone. Give yourself a big round of applause for being here right now. Excellent. Welcome to this week's SARAS meeting. And what do we do in SARAS meeting? We pick up a chart. Okay. And we study that chart. We go into groups and then we study that chart. We listen to different perspectives of reading that particular chart, right? And we use our own ways of reading the chart also from whatever we have learned, from whatever level we are at, कौन से भी level पे हम होंगे उसके हिसाब से we start reading the charts, right? And we practice basically, and by practicing again and again and again we become better and better, right? So that is what we do, and this is this week's chart. Okay, this is this week's chart. So if you can see, this is a Mercury ascendant, right? Then in the Taurus, in the second house, there is Neptune and Moon in the Libra Rashi. Third house, there is no planet. Fourth house, there is Jupiter and Saturn. Fifth house, no planet. Sixth house, there is Ketu. Seventh house, no planet again. 8th house, there is Mars. 9th house, no planet. 10th house, there is Venus and Sun. Okay. 11th house, Mercury and Uranus. And 12th house, there is Pluto and Rahu. And the degrees are there in the table besides. Okay, and if you want a connection to the nakshatra also, the nakshatra also is there. Okay. Now, how do we do a reading? It's very simple. You start with the ascendant. Okay, look at the ascendant, what ascendant it is, right? So what can be the behavioral patterns of this person? And then you go house by house, check first house. Then what are the things that are influencing the first house? Check the degrees of the planets also, right? So we have ascendant at 10 degrees, sun is at 19 degrees, moon is at 29 degree. It is a very controlling energy moon here, all right? So moon is going to influence second and the third house both, right? Mars is 17 degrees, Mercury is 6 degrees. That is a bit of nervous energy in the 11th house here. Okay, Jupiter is 3 degrees. Again, that is nervous energy in the 4th house here. So Mercury is also going to influence the previous house. Jupiter is also going to influence the previous house. Venus is 23 degrees, Saturn is 21 degrees, Rahu is 25 degrees. That is also very interesting. So Rahu is 25 degrees means it is going to influence the 12th house also, first house also. Ketu is again 25 degrees. So of course, it is going to influence 6th house and 7th house, both of them. And Uranus is again 25 degrees in the 4th house. Neptune is 13 degrees. And Pluto is 10 degrees. All right. So note all of this. This is the Lagna chart. If you create the moon chart in your head also, then every planet just will move behind by one house. Right? Very simple, no? Because moon is in second house. So it becomes a Venus Lagna then, right? A Libra Lagna, a Libra Rashi will come in the first house in the moon chart, right? Because moon is with the Libra Rashi. And then every planet will just move one house behind, right? And then we also have, if you want to look at, you can look at the sun chart also, right? And then sun will be there in the third Rashi. It is there in the Gemini Rashi. So bring that in the first house, and then every planet will be moving by 4 houses, right? Okay. So that's a little bit of, explaining of the chart. Let us go. Let us create the groups. Somebody here is claiming they already know this person. Okay. Check it out if you really know them. Okay. And in the group, don't discuss the name of the person. Discuss the chart. All right. That is going to give you much more learnings, right, than discussing the name of the person. All right. Okay. And make sure in the breakout room you choose a leader, and you also make sure that everybody gets a time to speak also. And those who are shy, how many of you are going to be shy of speaking? Are you going to be like shy? Let me know.
Not shy at this time, lack of knowledge.
And that is shy only. Okay. You have completed level 1, no?
Yes, yes.
Then you have more knowledge than 80% people on this planet. Okay.
Okay.
Okay. Anybody else going to be shy here? Okay. Acha. Anybody who is going to be overconfident, or you want to be over expressive. Okay. Check that also. Huh? Okay. So make sure everybody gets time to speak, and make sure everybody is involved. And in the same group, only whatever groups happen right now, choose a leader also. All right. And right now, I'm going to give you 30 minutes in the breakout room to discuss the entire chart. All right. 30 minutes in the entire breakout room to discuss the chart. All right. Ready? Ready to discuss this?
Yes.
And I will be sending this after I send you in the breakout room. I'll send this into the Telegram group also. Okay. And go ahead. Join. Kiranji, Pushparaji, Pramodji, you can join the breakout room. Pankaj, join the breakout room. Okay.
डीपली जाते हैं
एक बार शुरू हो जाते राइट.
हाँ, फिर डीपली जाते हैं.
Okay.
ये अच्छी बात है.
Chalo, very good. Okay, welcome back, everyone. Welcome back. Thank you for coming back also. How was that discussion?
Wonderful, sir. Wonderful.
Okay, very good. So, any room one, Aarti ji, Alka, Aradhana, Pushpa,
हाँ
Ruchi,
जी सर.
Sharmila, Yogi. So, how was your discussion? What did you find out?
सर हमने डिस्कस सिर्फ हाउस वाइज पहले किया. और आप कौन से हाउस में है तो मर्क्यूरी असेंडेंट, उनका बिहेवियर ऐसा होना चाहिए मर्क्यूरी जैसा पेंस टाइप. फिर हमने सबको यही लगा कुल मिला के कि या तो 10th हाउस की वजह से वो गवर्नमेंट जॉब में होंगे या फिर उनको फादर उनके गवर्नमेंट जॉब में हो सकते हैं. फिर अंततः ये लगा कि वीनस की वजह से वो ब्यूटी रिलेटेड हो सकते हैं या फिर वो इंडस्ट्रीज में मतलब फिल्म इंडस्ट्रीज ऐसे में हो या फिर उनको सिंगर डांसिंग ये भी हो सकता है.
Okay.
उनके पार्टनर भी उनके एजुकेटेड होंगे, अच्छे वेल्थ होगी उनकी अच्छी. फिर बाकी सारे घर के रिजल्ट के हिसाब से भी देखा हमने, पर उनको डीप साइंस का नॉलेज होगा. और एक अच्छी बात कही थी मैम ने, आराध्या मैम थे और आरती मैम ने भी, कि 8th हाउस में मार्स की वजह से डीप साइंस तो सबने बोला, बट वो फाइट करते होंगे मेंटली. मार्स की वजह से अक्सर हम कहते हैं कि वो अग्रेसिव होंगे ऐसा, बट नहीं, वो उन्होंने सुमड़ी वाला कुछ ऐसा बोला था कि पीठ पीछे किसी को फाइट करा के निकल जाते होंगे ऐसा.
अच्छा. Okay.
और फाइनेंस भी उनका अच्छा होगा क्योंकि 12th, 2nd, 6th, 10th हाउस भी उनका भरा पड़ा है ग्रहों से, प्लैनेट है उनकी जगह पे. और एक योगी जी ने भी कहा था कि यस राहु की वजह से वो उनका क्रिमिनल बैकग्राउंड लग रहा है शायद.
कौन सा बैकग्राउंड?
क्रिमिनल थोड़ा राहु की वजह से. हाँ
अच्छा.
ऐसा. ओके, उनको ऐसा 12th हाउस में और राहु है इस वजह से.
Okay.
और तो
बेसिक
बाकी सब जो
हाँ
कहेंगे वही होगा.
बेसिकली बहुत बैलेंस्ड
हाँ
पर्सनालिटी
ये
होगी जो
भी
हमें
होगा.
लगा. हाँ.
Acha. All right. Okay. Okay. Chalo, very good. Big round of applause for group number 1. Very well done.
थैंक यू सर.
Group number 2, Anamika, Anup, Ashutosh, Dhananjay, Dimple, Venugopalan ji and Nisha ji. Okay. How was your discussion? Did everybody get time to speak? Or only there was
maximum in our group, maximum chart discussion made by Anup.
Anup ji.
And, other people are added there. So that was a discussion house-wise
अनूप जी
discussion.
का जब चालू था ना ट्रेन, रेलगाड़ी बोलूंगा उनको, मेरा रेलगाड़ी चालू थी ना, रुकी नहीं, ये रुकी नहीं. I just came there. I joined for 2 minutes. I was like, ये रुकेगा कब? रेल राइट, चालू ही है. बोला ठीक है भाई.
प्रोफेशन से मास्टर हूँ ना, तो मास्टर फिर जो लेक्चर देता है तो फिर वो बोलना चालू करता है तो रुकता नहीं है फिर वो.
चलो फिर बाकी लोग जिनको बोलने का मौका नहीं मिला, you have 1 minute. Can you summarize your group meeting? Go ahead. Who wants to summarize?
आशुतोष जी, आप आई थिंक आपने नोट डाउन किया था.
मैं नोट डाउन किया है, मैं जो समराइज किया है सबने बताया. दैट मेरे हिसाब से जो हुआ है दैट मैन और वुमेन मे बी ये डिप्लोमेटिक speaker, good speaker. He may be a politician in government job. He may be a very courageous and hard worker also. And flow in education, somebody told, and blessings from luxury. And he somebody told that he might have destroyed foreign land also. Guru is blessings from Guru, good relation with elder brothers, and insults from servants, and then obstacles to talk with his parents, loyal, and then difficulty to speak with other gender. Blessings.
Why is that?
Somebody's observation. Why that is not that Venugopal ji, you told, you can explain it.
Why do you think this person will have difficulty to talk with?
Venugopal.
Yes.
Go ahead.
Basically, sir, two things. One thing is on the second house, the moon as well as the Neptune is there. So the one understood. Second thing, and it definitely the moon is aspecting the third house, but it also has a problem is because the moon and Neptune both are working on a different tangent. So he might have a problem with the other gender, opposite gender. It may not be male or female, I don't know. But whatever gender it is, the opposite gender, he'll have slight hesitation to speak. But he will have the knowledge to convey. Directly, he will not be able to speak. He may be hesitant.
Okay. ठीक है. Okay.
That's all. But everybody agreed that he is a good speaker. That is.
Everybody agreed he is a good speaker. Okay. Excellent. Room number 3, Geeta, Kiran, Pushparaj, Reena, Sanjeev, Shriram. How was your, can anybody summarize your group meeting?
Pushparaj.
Huh, Kiran ji?
Pushparaj.
Pushparaj ji, okay. Pushparaj, go ahead.
Yes, sir.
Yes, sir.
Actually, sir, इन ये वर्गो असेंडेंट है और इसमें उनका सेकेंड हाउस में नेपच्यून और मून है, तो बहुत सारा वहां पे क्रिएटिविटी हो सकता है और इमोशनल भी काफी है। और जो उनका फोर्थ हाउस है, फोर्थ हाउस के अंदर सैटर्न और जुपिटर है, तो थोड़ा सा वो रिलीजियस भी इसमें होने की संभावना है। और गुरु की हाउस में है जुपिटर के, तो और सैटर्न थोड़ा सा ये लाता है, डिटैचमेंट लाता है। तो शायद फैमिली से थोड़ा सा वो दूर हो सकते हैं। और उनका
वाई फैमिली,
क्योंकि सर सैटर्न है उनका जो फोर्थ हाउस में है और 9th राशि है, जुपिटर है, तो थोड़ा सा स्पिरिचुअल और थोड़ा सा हो सकता है अपने फैमिली से मे बी दूर हो सकते हो। और 6th हाउस में केतु बैठा है, तो केतु भी डिटैचमेंट लाता है, स्पिरिचुअल है। और 11th राशि वो भी शनि की राशि है, थोड़ा सा फैमिली से दूर हो सकते हैं, ऐसा लगता है। और वही एस्पेक्ट कर रहा है 12th हाउस पे, जहाँ पे प्लूटो और राहु है, तो बहुत सारा इल्यूजन भी क्रिएट वहां पे होता रहेगा। और उनका जो हैप्पीनेस है, जो प्लेजर हाउस है, तो वहां के रिजल्ट वो नलिफाई करता रहेगा। बहुत सारा राहु के वजह से मे बी उनका जो प्लेजर लाइफ है, बहुत सारा एक्टिविटी वहां पे होता भी रहेगा और नलिफाई भी होते रहेगा। और 7th हाउस के अंदर जुपिटर है वहां पे, तो अगर मैरिड है तो एस्पेक्ट भी वहां पे किसी का नहीं आ रहा है, तो मैरिड लाइफ उतना कुछ खास नहीं लगता है। हाँ, और अपना 10th हाउस में इसका मर्क्यूरी का राशि है, वेनस है, सन है, तो गवर्नमेंट रिलेटेड बहुत सा एक्टिविटी हो सकता है। और उनका जो भी प्रोफेशन है वहाँ पे ये क्या बोलते हैं, ये प्रोफेशन कुछ बॉलीवुड या फिल्म एक्टिविटी से शायद वो कनेक्टेड हो सकते हैं। और 11th हाउस में मर्क्यूरी और यूरेनस है, तो बहुत सारा नया क्रिएटिविटी होता रहेगा। और वो मर्क्यूरी के वजह से उनका स्पीच वगैरह भी शायद बहुत सारा अच्छा यूज हो कर सकते हैं।
Anybody else from group 3 wants to speak up?
और सर ये राहु का अगर देखेंगे, राहु 12th हाउस में है, उसको हम अगर फर्स्ट हाउस में भी उनका असर देखेंगे, तो ये जो पर्सनालिटी है, ही इज अ वेरी गुड स्पीकर। एंड सेकेंड हाउस में मून के कारण, वीनस के कारण एंड राहु के फर्स्ट हाउस में असर के कारण, वी कैन थिंक कि दिस पर्सन इज इन अ फील्ड लाइक मतलब जिसमें ज्यादा कल्पना की जरूरत है।
आभासी दुनिया।
यस, तो ये हो सकता है ये ग्लैमर वर्ड से हूँ, काल्पनिक आभासी दुनिया में काफी कुछ फेमस हूँ, क्योंकि लॉट ऑफ मनी एंड ऑल दैट हैज बीन शोन इन द 10th हाउस बिकॉज ऑफ वीनस। प्रोफेशन इनका वीनस से प्रभावित है, सैटर्न से, सन से प्रभावित है, तो काफी फेमस है ये तो, और बहुत अच्छा जीवन जी रहे हैं, काफी रिस्पेक्ट भी है।
Excellent, excellent. Big round of applause to group number 3. Very well done. And group number 4, Deepansh, Kavita, Nisha, Pankaj, Pramod, and Sanjeev. Okay. Who would like to summarize?
Good morning, sir.
हाँ निशा जी, go ahead.
हमारा टाइम ना शनि के साथ शुरू हुआ, एकदम डिले हो गया स्टार्टिंग में, फिर बाद में हम लोगों ने लेकिन स्पीड पिकअप कर दिया, शनि जी ने जस्टिस तो कर दिया।
Okay.
हाँ, तो हम लोग ने स्टार्ट विथ 3 लेवल 2 ग्रुप ने स्टार्ट किया था, तो उतने पे ही चालू हुआ था, एंड देन हमारे लेवल 5 सीनियर्स ने थोड़ा इनपुट दिया हमको। सो वी विल समराइज विथ कि Mercury ascendant है, तो we did say that he will have a long-term vision, diplomatic, he will be a planner, and he will be confident because of his good intellect, and he also has a dharmic nature and is a very good learner and does not have an enemy wish. फिर बाकी सब में से I think the mom could, Guru or friends of could also have been like a motherly type. No, sorry, Guru could have been a motherly type, and friends and Guru could have been a source of happiness. Ketu being in 6th house, हमने बोला था कि probably being in the house of insults या enemies में से, लेकिन थोड़ा detachment रहा होगा due to Ketu. Mars being in 8th house, house of killer and fear, वो लेकिन ठीक है, वो नेक्स्ट पे आता है, इतना ज्यादा ये सेकंड लेवल पे डिस्कशन हम लोग ने नहीं किया था। सन बीइंग इन 10th हाउस, प्रोबेबिलिटी ऑफ फादर बीइंग इन गवर्नमेंट जॉब। फिर यूरानस इन 11th हाउस में से मल्टीपल सोर्सेस ऑफ इनकम की पॉसिबिलिटी है। एंड ठीक है, बाकी एक मिनट, मदर हाउस में जुपिटर इज नर्वस, नहीं, केतु इन 6th हाउस एंड कंट्रोलिंग, सो थोड़ा, हाँ 6th हाउस में केतु है वहां पे, तो थोड़ा लॉसेस भी होगा। वीनस की राशि है 2nd हाउस में, तो पार्टनर के साथ गुड रिलेशनशिप रखा था, फादर सपोर्टिव होंगे सोचा था। नेक्स्ट कमिंग में थोड़ा कॉन्फ्लिक्ट है, बट ठीक है। What we again thought was this could be probably a public figure who is very popular and perfectionist. And
why perfectionist?
ये perfectionist I am not able to decide, उसके लिए मैं दीपांश जी को ही मैं बोलूंगी।
दीपांश, why?
I don't remember.
For that Rashi, it's the trait for Virgo.
Virgo
and
का trait है.
Okay.
ठीक है.
And the person could be from a glamour industry or a film industry, but probably a very singer because has a very sweet voice.
Okay.
But courage is very dwindling. Has enjoyed success and fame. May have bone related problems since Ketu is in 6th house in Saturn Rashi. Does not have good relation with spouse. यहाँ पे हमारा थोड़ा mismatch हुआ था, but ठीक है. Means relation with the partner is not good, but it's a very public relation.
Okay.
विपरीत या राजयोग भी बोला था because Mars was in its own राशि in 8th house. Again उसका डिटेल तो नहीं बता पाऊंगी, but ठीक है.
No problem.
But mysterious death, probably suicide or accident का possibility है, and Mars also being there, some weapon का भी कुछ तो relation हो सकता है, but since Jupiter aspect भी कर रहा है, तो there could have been some relief also. Since उसके इनके अर्थ हाउसेस बहुत strong है, तो there is a possibility of lots of money, and Uranus also being in 11th house, it could be with sudden gains and a probably royal money also.
Okay.
Good review, good relation with press, international fame also possible. Kids could be a source of entitlement. स्टील बिजनेस व्हीकल्स एक्सेट्रा में अगर किया होगा तो उनका अच्छा बिजनेस रहा होगा बिकॉज सैटर्न इन 4th हाउस. करेज बाय मींस ऑफ क्रिएटिविटी पॉसिबल. आई थिंक ये किसकी वजह से कहा होगा, आई एम नॉट श्योर. करेज थर्ड हाउस में
Because of moon
की
is also
वजह से.
influencing.
Okay.
And 10th house में ही है, इसलिए he could be a famous or a leader kind in his own area of work.
All right. Okay. Excellent. Very good. Give Nisha ji also.
And एक और है, that person has also a chance of being in research. I think वो from 8th house बोला था, but किस planet की वजह से बोला था?
Yes.
पंकज जी किसकी वजह से था?
8th house is the house of research, and
Correct.
And Mars is sitting in its own rashi, तो उस राशि को और powerful कर देगा. Own house, own rashi. So that's a probability.
So that's why probability of being in research also.
All right. Okay. Group number 4 के लिए जोरदार तालियां. Very well done. Very well done. Okay. Okay. Now, okay. So a little bit inputs from my end. Okay. यहाँ पे अभी ना we have learned the basic planets ka, relationships, or basic planets ka significations we have learned. For example, sun is the king, right? Then moon is the queen, right? Mercury is the prince, right? You remember those simple things? Right?
Yes, sir.
Okay.
Yes.
So, try to relate these things also. How will you relate these? For example, sun जहाँ पे भी होगा ना, वो घर में राज करने की कोशिश करेगा, because it's the king. Okay? तो मतलब क्या? Sun is in the 10th house यहाँ पे, right? So 10th house में अगर है तो अपने work area में there are chances that ये जो है he will do a lot of, he will be very king like that वहाँ पे. Okay, remember this, right? उसके बाद moon is queen, no?
Yes.
मून इज द रानी, राइट? तो अपने फैमिली के साथ या फिर सेकंड हाउस में है मून, राइट? और उसका एस्पेक्ट भी जा रहा है 8th हाउस में, राइट? बड़ा स्ट्रेटेजिक हो सकता है, बड़ा सेंसिटिव हो सकता है रिलेटेड टू फैमिली, राइट? एंड स्ट्रेटेजिक रिलेटेड टू ऑल द डीप साइंसेस, अकल्ट साइंसेस, मैजिकल पावर्स, राइट? और रिसर्च, राइट? वेरी स्ट्रेटेजिक अबाउट दैट. ओके, सो दैट इज मून का सिग्निफिकेशन. ओके, उसके बाद हमने क्या देखा था? मर्क्यूरी इज व्हाट? मर्क्यूरी इज द प्रिंस, राइट? ये बड़ा युवराज है, राइट? सो दैट युवराज का क्वालिटी इज गोइंग इनटू द विच हाउस? 11th हाउस. एंड इट इज एस्पेक्टिंग विच हाउस? 5th हाउस, राइट? तो बड़ा युवराज वाला क्वालिटी कैन कम इन द 11th हाउस एंड द 5th हाउस बेसिकली. और युवराज को 11th हाउस और 5th हाउस दोनों पसंद आएंगे. Correct? Okay. Then, so you got to think on these lines also, right? गुरु वाली क्वालिटी कहाँ पे दिखाएंगे ये? 4th हाउस में, 8th हाउस में, 10th हाउस में और 12th हाउस में भी. Correct? So ये simple correlation also you should remember. Okay, when you are going to make the analysis. Okay, simple correlation. So guru wali quality in the 4th house और बच्चों वाली quality in the 4th house. For example, regarding his vehicles or regarding his assets एकदम बच्चों की तरह रहेंगे. अभी बच्चे कैसे रहेंगे अपने गाड़ियों के बारे में या खिलौनों के बारे में और assets के बारे में, right? So they will be very excited about it, right? They want new all the time and all of that. So ये वाला रिश्ते भी लेकर आ जाओ in your analysis. Okay, I visited all the groups, but never forget to look at the basics जो हमने फाउंडेशन से पढ़ा हुआ है, right? So हो सकता है एकदम बच्चे की तरह होंगे. Okay, अभी बच्चे कैसे होते? They are very curious. For example, जुपिटर का एस्पेक्ट आ रहा है 8th हाउस पे भी. जुपिटर का डिग्री कितना है? 3 degrees. Okay, चलो तो थोड़ा सा एस्पेक्ट आ रहा है, पूरा नहीं आ रहा है, बट पार्शियल एस्पेक्ट इज कमिंग इन द 8th हाउस, पार्शियल एस्पेक्ट इज कमिंग इन द 7th हाउस, राइट? तो बच्चों की तरह हो सकता है, राइट? अबाउट रिसर्च आल्सो और अबाउट डीप साइंस. सो वेरी इंक्विजिटिव, वेरी क्यूरियस. ये ऐसा क्यों, ये ऐसा क्यों, ये ऐसा क्यों, राइट? इवन अबाउट द स्पाउस और मैरिज आल्सो, इफ दिस पर्सन इज मैरिड, दे विल बी, आई थिंक, वेरी किड लाइक. ओके, sevak, right? Or, justice provider. Saturn is also justice provider or sevak also, right? Kahan pe? 4th house, 6th house, 7th house, sorry, 10th house, and
11th
first आएगा ना?
10th राशि, हाँ first.
Saturn के aspects वहां पे आएंगे. 3rd aspect, 7th aspect और 10th aspect. Right? So Saturn is also influencing the personality as well. Correct? Saturn, Mercury ascendant है, right? But he is a Saturn का influence भी है personality के ऊपर. So hardworking, super hardworking this person can be. Super disciplined this person can be. All right. Saturn का degree कितना है? 21 degrees. Correct. तो काफी अच्छा डिग्री है, राइट? सो वेरी कॉन्फिडेंट, राइट? कंट्रोलिंग जस्ट होना चालू हुआ था. तो सो सैटर्न का भी क्वालिटीज आल्सो विल गेट एडेड टू द पर्सनालिटी. ओके, यू हैव टू रिमेंबर दैट. ऑलराइट, सो डोंट फॉरगेट दिस एवर. ओके, व्हेन यू आर डूइंग एनी काइंड ऑफ एनालिसिस, डू नॉट फॉरगेट दिस. ओके,
ओके.
कहाँ राजा बन सकता है, कहाँ रानी बन सकता है, कहाँ प्रिंस बन सकता है, कहाँ पे वो सेवक बनेगा, कौन से एरिया में, कौन से एरिया में वो गुरु बनेगा या बच्चा बनेगा, राइट? दिस इज वेरी सिंपल स्टफ, बट यू हैव टू रिमेम्बर दिस. ऑलराइट,
ओके, ये बहुत अच्छा.
अनदर थिंग यू कैन पे वेरी गुड अटेंशन टू, ओके, इज द डिस्पोजिटर थियरी, जो लेवल 5 में पढ़ेंगे हम. लेकिन फिर भी अभी यहाँ पे एक थोड़ा सा छोटा सा डेमो दे देता हूँ. अभी सालसा मेथड में डिस्पोजिटर थियरी is related to house ka lord and the rashi ka lord also. Okay, so for example, if you look at the first house, who is the house lord of first house?
Mars.
Very good, right? Mars is the house lord of first house. Where is Mars sitting?
8th house.
8th house.
8th.
Correct. So another thing you can say is about his personality, about his looks, or about his own self, or about his character, is he will be very much interested into research oriented things, very much interested. His personality can be magical. Okay, why? Because 8th house is house of magic.
Yes.
Right?
Rahu's aspect is there.
Lord of right, Rahu is also influencing. Correct. So the lord of the first house is sitting in the 8th house, right? तो इसका मतलब क्या, उनकी personality is automatically inclined towards the 8th house का results, and his personality could be very magical. और इसका और एक confirmation मिल जाता है, Rahu is at higher degree, no, 25 degree in the 12th house. मतलब Rahu will also be aspecting, influencing the first house also. Correct? तो अगेन मैजिकल इल्यूजरी जो क्वालिटीज ऑफ राहु है, दे आर ऑल्सो गेटिंग एक्टिवेटेड हियर इन द फर्स्ट हाउस, हाउस ऑफ पर्सनैलिटी. ऑलराइट, तो हाउस लॉर्ड हमने देख लिया. लुक एट द राशि लॉर्ड ऑल्सो. हु इज द राशि लॉर्ड ऑफ द फर्स्ट हाउस? मर्क्यूरी. वेयर इज मर्क्यूरी सिटिंग?
11th house.
11th हाउस. मतलब क्या, another trait of his entire personality will have a lot to do with sudden gains. This person might be loving sudden gains. Okay, this person might love awards, right? This person might be very happy when they feel entitled to something, right? And ऊपर से 11th हाउस में यूरेनस भी है. सो नया टाइप का एंटाइटलमेंट्स, नया टाइप का सडन गेन्स एंड इनकम, मल्टीपल सोर्सेस ऑफ इनकम, राइट? सो डेफिनेटली दिस पर्सन's personality has all of these traits in. Okay, you're understanding?
So I have a question here.
Yeah, go ahead. Unmute yourself, Pankaj.
Hello.
Yeah, go ahead.
Sir, suppose the Rashi Lord is sitting in, suppose in any house, but it's just at the brim of that house. I mean, at the periphery of two houses, second and third.
Then check both.
So okay, both. Okay.
Right.
Thank you.
Take the influence on both. Okay. उसके बाद second house अगर हम देखें तो who is the house lord of second house?
Venus.
Venus. हाँ, मैं सिर्फ एडिशनल चीजें बोलता रहा हूँ आपको कि और भी कैसे देख सकते हैं आप, ठीक है? नॉर्मल जो हमने सीखा है वो तो देखना ही है. ओके, आई एम जस्ट टेलिंग यू एडिशनल. सो वीनस कहाँ पे बैठा है?
10th house.
Venus is in 10th house. How much degrees Venus has? 23 degrees. All right.
Yes.
Venus is in 10th house. And so second house is house of wealth, house of family, right? उसका जो owner है, owner of the company is sitting in the house of work. मतलब क्या, this person might be very much focused on providing a very good, wealth or to their family, or they might be super focused on generating a lot of artha through a lot of work. Okay, because Venus is sitting in the 10th house, house of energy. A lot of energy will be invested in generating artha, because second house is house of artha also.
A lot of security also.
Lot of security also, correct. Lot of security also. Understood?
There's a house lord is Saturn, so a lot of work is required.
House lord Saturn कैसे आ गया?
नहीं, Venus ही.
Venus, na second house का lord is Venus.
Rashi is also the Venus.
Correct. हाँ श्री राम, 10th house का हमेशा Saturn ही होगा house lord. अभी यहाँ पे 7th राशि आई है. हमने अभी हाउस लॉर्ड देखा, राशि लॉर्ड भी देखो.
Venus.
राशि लॉर्ड कौन है? अगेन वीनस ओनली. So lot of energy is getting invested in creating wealth. Okay, this is another conclusion we can make. Okay, let us go at the third house. Who is the lord of third house?
Mercury.
Mercury is the lord of third house. All right. Okay, now where is Mercury sitting?
In the
11th house.
Again 11th house. Now third house is about reaching people, becoming famous, right? Marketing, advertising, selling, right? And what else is third house about? Third house about writing, right? Courage. Correct? So again, these entitlements can become a source of courage. Okay.
Sir, he can be the emotionally, क्योंकि मून का थोड़ा सा भी partially आ रहा है.
हाँ, correct.
29 डिग्री है तो राइटर जो हो सकता है वो इमोशनली राइटर भी हो सकता है या इमोशनली किसी,
or he might be very emotional about becoming famous, right? Or going into the public eye. He might be very sensitive about it.
Yes.
But at the same time, he might go into the public eye because of his buddhi, because of Mercury. He might go into the public eye also because of his sudden entitlement, sudden gains. He might go into the public eye also, but he will be very sensitive about it because the moon is also coming there. Okay, maybe he might not like it himself, or he might not go himself, but abhi media vagara, you know how they can be doing jabardasti because he might be so famous and all, right? But again, this thing you have to take into consideration.
So the moon is eclipsed.
Yes, but the Rashi is also coming the 8th, the Mars Rashi.
हाँ जी, एक मिनट ना, दीपांश, what are you saying?
I said the moon is also being eclipsed by Ketu.
Moon is eclipsed?
Yeah, by
Through
Ketu.
aspect?
Yeah.
Through aspect, okay, not directly, no? Not directly. Correct. So, but Ketu ka bhi influence aa raha hai moon ke upar. Correct. So, he will love to stay detached, basically, right? But then, Lord of that house is in the 11th house. Okay. So, there are possibilities, all right, of this thing also happening. Lord of, then Rashi, which is sitting in the third house, is what?
Mars.
Mars. 8th Rashi aa rahi hai. 8th Rashi ke Lord kaun hai? Mars hai. Right? So again, that is going into the 8th house. Mars is there sitting in the 8th house. Correct? और मार्स का मूड तो काफी अच्छा होगा बिकॉज अपने ही घर में है, अपनी ही राशि में है, राइट? सो दैट मीन्स व्हाट? His research or his magical qualities, right? Or his, deep science traits maybe, right? Might make him super famous. Okay. That is another conclusion that we can come to, or another analysis point we can come to. Similarly, do it for all the houses. Okay. So for fourth house, okay, let's just do two more houses we will do. Fourth house में क्या है? Fourth house का lord कौन होता है?
Moon.
House of fourth house is, lord of fourth house is always the moon, right?
Moon.
House ka lord, right? Now where is moon sitting?
Second
Second
house.
house.
Second house, okay? और fourth
So
house
we'll
में
take
Jupiter
so
भी
we'll
है,
take both
Saturn
second
भी
and
है.
third house. Excuse me,
Second
sir.
and third, correct. Second and third, correct. So lot of source of happiness is definitely there through knowledge. Source of happiness is definitely there through the guru. Source of happiness can be definitely there through servants, right? So ये तो direct connection दिख रहा है, but then indirect connection में moon source of happiness or source of assets, right, could be family, or source of assets could be becoming famous also, right? The more famous this person becomes, the more assets he is generating, because fourth house is house of assets also, right? Fourth house is house of vehicles also. All right. Again, go to the, say, we'll take another house. Take seventh house. Okay. Sorry, we did not check the Rashi of this. Fourth house में Rashi कौन सी है?
Jupiter.
Jupiter की राशि है, correct? And Jupiter is again sitting in the same fourth house only, right? So that means what? Again, knowledge. Again, if you look at it, Jupiter is also aspecting 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, the 8th house. Jupiter का degree कितना है देख लो? 3 degrees. So it is a lesser degree, partially aspecting 8th house, right? And Jupiter is having an impact on the 3rd house also, right? Because Jupiter is only at 3 degrees in the 4th house, right? Okay. So again, knowledge is going to give him a lot of fame. Knowledge is going to give him a lot of happiness also. That is for sure, right? And 9th Rashi ka Lord is sitting in the same house only. Wahi pe baitha hai, right? 9th Rashi mein hi baitha. Okay.
So just one question about this Saturn. Saturn का मतलब है कि सर जैसे आपने बोला कि taking services. I mean, we can also give the services, no?
You can also give services, correct? Taking or giving, right? Whatever. Right. So see, whenever I'm talking, I think more of intuition is at play right now. So that is why there are a few words that just come out like that. Okay. But yes, giving services also, that is also true. All right. Then
So
uske baad,
what is younger brothers, sir? Brother siblings.
I will come to that. Okay. Let us look at the 7th house. Okay. काफी लोगों ने आप लोगों ने बोला कि 7th house is not active, or there might be challenges. Okay. Now, whatever you said is correct. Add to that the dispositor theory also, right? So who is the lord of 7th house again?
Venus.
Venus.
Okay, Venus is the lord of 7th house again. So where is Venus sitting? Again, going into the house of energy.
10th house.
House of government, right? So maybe this person has a lot of government connections. Because 7th house is a house of partnership also. मैं मैरिज की बात नहीं कर रहा, मैरिज का आपने काफी सारा बता दिया, right? So maybe this person can have a lot of partnerships, right, with the government. Okay. अभी मेरा reading थोड़ा biased हो सकता है because I know this person, but then again you can see these connections. Okay, when I tell you the name, you can see these connections also. Who is the Rashi Lord of the 7th house?
Venus.
Who is the Rashi Lord of 7th house?
Mercury.
Rashi Lord.
Jupiter.
क्या कर रहे हो? Okay, Jupiter, no? Right, 12th Rashi, no? Mean Rashi, right? Now, where is that Lord sitting?
So 4th house.
Again, going into the 4th house, correct? So, lot of passion, lot of pleasure is derived through assets. Okay, that is another connection you can make. Okay, lot of passion, lot of pleasure is derived through assets. All right. Okay, so remember this also. All right. Okay. चलो one more final house. Let's take the 12th house. चलो let's take the 12th house. 12th house में राहु है, प्लूटो है, they are directly there. और किसी का एस्पेक्ट आ रहा है तो मुझे बता देना बाद में. Who is the house lord of 12th house?
Jupiter.
Jupiter again, right? So again Jupiter, but it is in lesser degree in the third house. So you will consider third house also, fourth house also, right? Jupiter in lesser degree in the fourth house, right? So we'll consider both these houses, right? Okay. So 12th house is house of what? Expenses, kharchas, hospitalizations, and all of that, right? So maybe becoming famous, he might not, that might be giving him a lot of tensions. Okay, maybe. Or his assets might be a lot of tensions to him also. Okay. But Pluto is also there. Pluto is also there. Pluto may be wiping off those tensions. Correct? Yeah, someone was saying something between.
Jupiter's aspect is also coming, sir, in 12th house.
हाँ, Jupiter का aspect भी आएगा 12th house में, correct? Right? So his assets, I think, could be a lot of source of tension for him. But Pluto is also there. Pluto का कितना degree है?
10 degree.
Okay, so Pluto is confident energy वहाँ पे, right?
Confident.
So maybe it is wiping that off also. Okay, tension रहेगा, but I think Pluto is taking care of that tension also. Okay, and maybe खर्चों का भी Pluto is taking care. खर्चे होते रहेंगे, नहीं ऐसा नहीं, but I think very conservative, on a very conservative style, and more focus might be towards savings also. Okay, because Pluto is there in the 12th house. Pluto will not allow for kharchas to happen, right? Okay. So
I've got a question.
Yeah, go ahead.
Looks like the Jupiter is in Hansh Raj Yoga right here. And if it makes it more powerful, that means wherever Jupiter is also aspecting, those houses will also benefit from these blessings.
Correct,
right?
correct. Now, Jupiter being one of the most motivated planets, it can give you a lot of positive results also in uncomfortable houses, right? For example, Jupiter, if the mood is very high of Jupiter, even in 8th house or even in 12th house, Jupiter will also kind of try to give you good results there, because Jupiter is one of the biggest planets, most motivated, most positive planets, no? That is why, okay? ठीक है, right? And again, Rahu is also there in the 12th house. Rahu का थोड़ा सा influence is there in the first house also, right? Because Rahu is at higher degree, no? 25 degree कुछ है शायद Rahu.
Right.
Correct. So personality में magical powers तो है ही है. Okay, है ही है. Let us look at one more house, that is the 5th house. Okay.
So we
Fifth
will
house.
not talk about the sun, sir. जो sun भी तो है उसमें.
किसमें? हाँ, of course we'll talk about that Rashi Lord also.
Rashi
right? Rashi Lord is Sun, and Sun is again sitting in the 10th house.
10th house.
Correct. So Rashi Lord of the 12th house is sitting in the 10th house. Lot of energy is getting invested in handling tensions. That is for sure, 100%. Okay. Or lot of energy is, because Sun is most biggest planet, no? So lot of energy is getting invested in handling expenses. Lot of energy is getting invested in handling, maybe health issues. Okay. That is for sure. Okay. 100%. All right. Then if you go to the 5th house also, final house we will discuss. No planet is there. Any aspects coming in the 5th house? Rahu ka aspect dekh sakte ho. If you consider Rahu in the 1st house, you will see Rahu aspecting the 5th house, right? And Rahu will love the 5th house, no? Because 5th house is also materialistic house, house of education, house of stock markets, house of children, right? Okay. So Rahu is aspecting there, and any other aspect coming in the 5th house?
Uranus, Mercury?
Venus, Mercury, you want
Uranus.
Yeah, Uranus, Mercury, definitely yes. Right? Uranus, Mercury का भी aspect आ रहा है in the 5th house, and any lower degree, higher degree planet. ठीक है, चलो. Okay. So means what? Again, 5th house is house of pride. right? House of children, house of education, right? And who is the house lord of fifth house?
Sun.
Sun. Sun is sitting where?
10th.
10th house, right? Again, the house of energy only, right? Sun is sitting. So where is more energy getting invested in?
Seeking pride.
Pride and
Pride
education.
or proving himself, right? Educating himself or herself, whoever this person is. Definitely a lot of energy is getting invested there, right? And maybe a lot of energy is getting invested in stock markets also.
सर 10th राशि है, शायद ये सब स्टॉक मार्केट और ये सब में शायद नहीं करने देगी, शेयर
Let
मार्केट।
us see ना कहाँ पे है वो, कहाँ पे है? Let us see that also, no?
10th राशि इसी में ही है, 5th में है ना, सैटर्न की।
5th है, लेकिन
Saturn,
लॉर्ड कहाँ
Saturn
पे
is in
बैठा है?
4th.
लॉर्ड बैठा है 4th में।
4th में।
अभी सैटर्न मना थोड़ी करता है कभी, सैटर्न मेहनत करवाता है।
ओके।
सैटर्न जो है बहुत मेहनत करवाता है, राइट? लेकिन उनको खुशियां भी मिलती है। Yes or no? Because Lord, the Rashi Lord of 5th house is sitting in the 4th house, house of happiness, house of assets, house of vehicles, house of mother, right? So that means what? Because of Saturn, maybe he is doing a lot of effort, lot of work, okay, for the 5th house ka results, right? For children, for education, right? Maybe Saturn initially बहुत मेहनत करवाएगा, later on might, he might become very, successful in whatever this person might be doing. All right.
Sir, even in the 8th house, since Mars is there, he may have some health issues due to his siblings. That is also possible.
That is also possible. Correct. Right. Or accidents, right? Because 8th house is house of death, right? So maybe accidents or maybe some, major calamities and all of that may be due to the siblings. Okay. Everything is maybe. Mars कितना डिग्री में है? चेक करो, 17 डिग्री।
17 डिग्री है और मून का एस्पेक्ट भी आ रहा है, मून और नेपच्यून का भी आ रहा है और जुपिटर का भी आ रहा है।
Correct. Now this person, okay, ready for the name? I'm going to tell you the name. But I've taught you 2 more things today. What are the 2 more things I taught you? Look at the qualities. राजा कहाँ पे है, रानी कहाँ पे है, प्रिंस कहाँ पे है, प्रिंसेस कहाँ पे है. Look at the qualities also. Okay, that is one thing I shared with you. Second thing I shared with you is the dispositor theory. Use the dispositor theory also in your analysis, because I went to all of your rooms, right? And level 4, level 5 students were also there. So I just want to encourage you more to start using the dispositor theory. Okay. और आपको अगर उसका डिटेल्ड लेक्चर देखना है तो यू कैन वॉच द लेवल 5 का recording. It is there in the level 5 ka recording, the dispositor theory. Now this person is Rakesh Jhunjhunwala.
Okay.
Sir, मुझे लगा ही था. Really.
Okay.
I went to Dhirubhai Ambani and all.
Correct. Very good. You are very close then. Right? Very close.
Intuition, I mean.
So you can feel the entire focus of energies in the 4th house and in the 10th house.
Absolutely, sir. Government में भी बहुत strong उनके connections थे.
Correct. And this is where dispositor theory also works. Abhi Vedic mein dispositor theory works only with the Rashi lords, right? But in our SALSA method, you use the dispositor theory with the house lords also. Okay.
So one thing.
Yeah.
So just if Sun is this Rashi Lord of 12th house is Sun. So sir, इसमें उसका कोई पॉजिटिव इफेक्ट नहीं होगा, जैसे एनर्जी जा रहा है, ये सब जा रहा है, बट सम ही मस्ट, बिकॉज इट्स अ वेरी स्ट्रांग प्लैनेट, सन इज वेरी स्ट्रांग, सो कुछ तो उसका पॉजिटिव इफेक्ट होगा,
सन इज वेरी स्ट्रांग, नो डाउट अबाउट इट, बट सन ऐसा नहीं है. अभी जुपिटर को हम हमेशा पॉजिटिव ही बोलेंगे, राइट? बिकॉज जुपिटर इज द हाईली मोटिवेटेड प्लैनेट. लेकिन सन को हमेशा पॉजिटिव ही होगा ऐसा जरूरी नहीं है. वैदिक में बोला जाता है सन हैज अ क्रूअल साइड आल्सो. Okay, उनको cruel planet भी बोला जाता है in Vedic astrology, right? So ऐसा जरूरी नहीं है कि sun will always give you the positive side of things only. All right, it can give you, it might give you the cruel side of things also.
He was a leader in his work area, Rakesh Jhunjhunwala.
Yes, Pankaj, what?
So मैं बोल रहा हूँ अपने work area में he was the leader. I mean,
He was
the
a
best. I
leader,
mean,
correct. वो तो directly दिख रहा है अपने को, वो राजा था,
yeah, yeah.
अपने काम में राजा था.
So मतलब in the 10th house, sun is sitting ना.
आप भी देख लो, आपका सन कहाँ पे बैठा है, उस एरिया में यू कैन बी राजा.
First house.
ओके, चेक कर लो. अभी मेरा सन
I thought
पार्शियल,
आप पूछ रहे हो. Sorry.
मैं पूछ भी रहा हूँ, बता भी रहा हूँ. मेरा सन पार्शियल इन 6th हाउस, पार्शियल इन 7th हाउस. ओके, सो आई हैव अ गुड चांस ऑफ बिकमिंग राजा ऑफ 6th हाउस और राजा ऑफ द 7th हाउस, राइट? लेकिन एनर्जी जो है वो डिवाइडेड है इन द 2 हाउसेस. ओके, सो दैट कैन क्रिएट अ लिटिल बिट ऑफ कंफ्यूजन. ओके,
बट सुधीर, ये जो इन्होंने शेयर मार्केट में इतना राजा था, उसको क्वार्ट फील्ड है शेयर मार्केट, तो ये शेयर मार्केट 5th हाउस को करता है, तो
कोर
कौन तो
फील्ड है
बोलता
उनका एसेट्स, आशुतोष जी.
एसेट्स. ओके.
Core field is not share markets. He was very magical with the share markets, हम बोल सकते हैं, because of Rahu's aspect coming in the 5th house.
तो वो assets create करते थे. He never, traded. वो assets
stocks को बिना trading के हिसाब से देखते ही नहीं थे. Assets के हिसाब से देखते थे. He used to invest, I think, long term, 10 साल बाद, 15 साल बाद, and all of these things, right? So that is why he came to fame also after a long time, no? I think he must have been in invest. He was an investor, not a trader.
Investor, yeah.
There is a big difference there. Trader लोग क्या करते हैं, रोज का देखना चाहते हैं, right? They want an income every day. That is what traders do. He was an investor. That is why 4th house पे इतना सारा focus आपको दिख रहा है.
Okay.
All right. Okay. So I hope you learned something new also today, a new way to look at the charts also, and you should add this way to your current ways of analysis. All right. So this positive.
Second house is the house of investment and finances. So Neptune and Moon is there.
Neptune is also helping there.
Moon is there.
Moon is also helping there. Mars ka aspect is helping there. He might be very aggressive about those kind of investments, right? And maybe shuru kiya hoga just to support the family. I think he started only with that only. That is what second house can tell us, right? Probably he also had no idea it's going to blow up so big.
So the only person to earn 900 crores in 1 hour.
Right.
Yeah.
Correct.
सर 12th हाउस के अंदर ये भी कह सकते हैं कि हाँ बहुत सारी एनर्जी हॉस्पिटलाइजेशन में लगी, क्योंकि एंड में तो डेथ तो वैसे ही हुई थी बहुत ज्यादा.
बहुत सारे, आई डोंट नो, यू चेक इट आउट, कितने टाइम हॉस्पिटल में थे, जस्ट चेक. शायद डेथ के टाइम होंगे, but I think throughout the life, I don't know, just check it
नहीं
out.
sir, he actually died in the morning and then he was brought to the hospital. तो कुछ ज़्यादा टाइम नहीं था.
Okay. Okay. All right. So I hope you learned a lot today also.
So sir, we can say that Rahu aspecting the house of death, suddenness was there in his death also.
Neptune is also there. Rahu क्यों? Rahu का बाप भी है aspecting 8th house, right? Mars भी है. Okay. So we really don't know how that death happened. We really don't know.
No, actually, he was hospitalized before his death, 2-3 days before.
Okay.
He was there in the hospital.
ठीक है, but 2-3 days is a very short time, no? Actually,
Okay.
2 दिन पहले hospital में चले गए, within 2-3 days, you know, he died and all of that. All right.
So would you help me correlate something here on this chart?
Go ahead.
He also launched this airline in his last days, Akasa Airlines.
Same thought I was thinking.
Very, very connected that way.
Right.
So I was checking the air signs, the 3, 7, and 11 signs right there. Unfortunately, there's nothing much I could correlate. So if you could help me to figure out.
Don't just look at the signs, look at the houses also.
houses are mostly empty. That's why I didn't get
3,
any
7,
answer.
11. Check the third house, 7th house, 11th house. 11th house
There
is
isn't
there,
much.
no?
11th में ही जो है.
Third में भी है ना काफी सारा.
नहीं ना.
थर्ड में एम्प्टी है.
Third खाली था ना.
अरे नहीं, but moon का aspect is coming. Sorry, moon का influence is coming. Moon is at higher
Moon,
degree. No?
Saturn.
Yeah.
Let me open the chart.
अच्छा moon आ रहा है third house.
तो मुझे siblings के related कुछ tensions ही लग रहा है. Yes.
Oh my God. Okay. You're not able to see the chart, no?
Not now.
Okay. Hold on.
And check how strong he wanted to establish it.
Because his emotions were invested there.
Yeah.
He was very emotional about it. He was not logical about it.
Yeah.
Check. Moon is at higher degree,
Yeah.
29 degrees.
Hmm.
So moon is there in the third house.
Yeah.
Definitely influencing it. Third house is an airy house, air house, right?
Yeah. Hmm.
Again, if you look at the house lord of the third house, Mercury is sitting again in the 11th.
House
Right?
Lord. Yeah. Yeah. So it's also part of the trial.
Right. It's also part of his maybe sudden gains, or maybe he wanted to prove something, something like that, right? Or he wanted to give himself a reward, probably. Okay, that is the intuition I am getting. I don't know. Airline could be a reward for himself, nobody else. I think so. Okay. And Mars is sitting in the 8th house. Right. So maybe he felt, air travel or something like that to be very magical or something like that.
और प्लेजर का भी है. तो
हाँ.
प्लेजर
और कौन सा है? एरी हाउस और कौन सा है?
3, 7, 11.
7 is an airy house, right?
Yeah.
Okay. So 7 में यहाँ पे directly कोई नहीं है. केतु आएगा थोड़ा सा. Okay. 25 degree पे है केतु,
But
right?
sign Jupiter का है, and Jupiter is in really good mood.
Again, happiness. Correct. Right? So yeah, you can make those kind of connections. 11 to definitely Mercury, Uranus, right? So he wanted to, start new things for sure.
And in fact, if we see the airline as a vehicle, now that also kind of falls in line, isn't it? Fourth
Right.
house.
Correct. 4th house, right?
That helps.
All right. So I'm going to send you back again into the breakout room, exchange phone numbers, because you're going to meet again and read each other's charts so that you get more practice. And the main thing about it is get testimonials for each other. Okay, that is very, very important. So that whenever you decide to launch your professional career, you will have these testimonials ready with you. Right? So, see, there are like six people in every group, 6 or 7. So at the end of this week, before the next SARAS meeting, you should have 5 testimonials with you. Right? So that should be your focus. Okay. And definitely helping each other, reading each other's charts. Okay. That should also be the focus. All right. So go ahead. I'm giving you the same breakout room, exchange numbers, decide a captain also. Okay. Decide the captain of the ship. Somebody wrote captain of the ship in the chat box today, in the Telegram group. Okay. So go ahead, come back soon. Okay. Click on that join the room button. Welcome back.
जी सर।
I love the DP of Aradhana ji.
Where is that?
It's so creative.
Yeah. She's opened a third eye also.
Exactly.
No, only third eye is open.
and mascara is being put on the lashes right there. It's such a unique concept.
Correct. Very good. Okay. Aradhana, you understood, no? Why did we say that magical quality made him famous? No? Acha.
Sudhirji, look at Rudraji's DP right now. I mean, his icon looks like
He's in your lap.
he's leaning on your shoulders right now. Same color.
Right, correct.
He changed it actually. Previously, it was some other photo of yours, Sudhir ji.
Brother from another, mother from another life, huh?
I'm sure कोई connection है आप दोनों का.
So what I have observed is कि रुद्र जी जब भी आपका बैकग्राउंड रहता है ना उसका एक स्क्रीनशॉट लेते हैं पहले और उसी इमेज को फिर अपने हम if you observe ना every time same
yes I've seen
every time.
Okay.
और सर एवरी टाइम रुद्र सिंह सर हमेशा हंसते हुए स्माइलिंग फेस।
रुद्र जी की जय हो।
That is Guru Dakshina, Charan Vandana.
चलो ठीक है. Okay, चलो. So I also now don't remember why did I say magical quality will make him famous. Just watch the recording again, okay? Because some things I just say in that, spur of the moment, right? Okay. So thank you so much for attending. Give a lot of energy to the group meeting, right? Read each other's charts and help each other out, do a lot of analysis, right? And maybe you can prepare beforehand, right? So I think that will be much more effective when you do the actual meeting. And those who are shy, don't be shy. Whatever level of learning okay, it's very good enough. Don't worry. Just start speaking. When you speak, your intuition will start, growing better and better. If you keep quiet, then nothing will happen. All right, just remember that as well. All right, so see you in the next SARAS meeting, which will be next Sunday. What is the next Sunday date, by the way?
28th.
28th.
So
it's
we will
3
have
days ahead of Ganpati, I guess.
correct. Okay, chalega. See you all. Take care. Tada.
Take care. Have a good day.
Have a great time.
Bye. Take care, sir. Bye. Take
All
care.
right. Bye bye. Have a good breakfast. Have a good day ahead. All right. Bye bye.
Bye, sir.
So पहले थोड़ा good sleep भी करेंगे थोड़ा आधा घंटा.
अभी sleep भी करोगे? Okay, चलो.
Okay, bye bye sir. Take care.
Bye.
बाय सर बाय।
Bye, sir.
Okay, good day sir.
Good day, everyone.
Good day
This
everyone.
in 3, 2, and 1.